Oh shit! Hey, good evening. Welcome everybody. You guys catch me every time sipping my beer, pouring my beer. I just can't help myself sometimes. Welcome everybody to another riveting edition of Three Dudes Brews, the last call. My name is Buddy Thayer. God, guys, this week has been. We weren't on a couple weeks ago. Last week we had some technical difficulties. We'll call them technical difficulties. We're on a little bit late tonight. We had a little technical difficulties, but we're back tonight. We're on. This week started like way the hell up here. Then it kind of like went up. It's like a roller coaster. I went way the hell up, right? We're at Fenway Park. We're sitting in front of I'm reaching out and I'm touching the left fielder's glove. We're taking I'm taking a selfie with the left fielder. I mean, he's from Colorado, but really great game. Go Red Sox. We kicked ass. It was a great time. I just want to give a big shout out to I'll give a big shout out to him right now. Joining me this evening as we swim. It's not a great swim because I'm holding a beer. Swim down the river beer. A man who is, he's like top of my good shit list right now. I have a good shit list and then a shit list. He's the top of my good shit list right now. He God knows how much money he spent on those Red Sox tickets. Cost us. You're the friggin' man, dude. Let me just say that. Joining us tonight, the most amazing Greekiest man I know, and the guy who puts the Ed in bread on the show. Costas and Ed, guys, how you doing, Costas?
What's going on, bud?
How you doing?
Dude? Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Let me tell you,
dude, that was an awesome fucking game.
Awesome game. Can't complain. It was
not to mention we were right there with
fantastic. I mean, dude, I could smell the grass, from where we were. It was ridiculous.
I could see Trevor Story's face, details,
right. It was what a 9 was it 8-3 win? 9-3 win?
9-3.
9-3.
I think we saw 3 or 4 home runs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it was absolutely
one robbed home run.
It was insane.
Yeah,
it didn't matter. They got snot out of the Rockies.
Listen, this goes back to that replay thing. I think if and we're gonna get off topic here for a second, but it hit the ladder, folks. It hit the ladder on the Green Monster. I don't think anybody's ever done that. He dented the damn thing. And
there have been other people that have done it.
That have hit the ladder?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't the first, but I'll tell you now, that's something to be seen. And if it wasn't for instant replay, guess what, guys? That would have been a home run because there's no way they could tell.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we were sitting right there and we couldn't tell it in the ladder.
We were right. The ladder is right over the MGM sign.
Yeah, right around over there. Yeah.
It hit. That was a home run, but we didn't need it. In the end, we ended up kicking the snot out of them. Thank you for your
sat right there,
your time, sir.
Front row. Nobody else in front of you. Your feet
taking a selfie with the ball play. I mean, that doesn't happen all the time.
And we had fantastic beers. We went to Trillium, and then we went to Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Dude, I was talking about our experience at Trillium before you guys came on with our guest dude this evening, and or dudette, if you will, this evening. And I said, these guys, I always tell these guys, come with me to this great brewery. And they're like, no, buddy, because it just has IPAs. Well, they're known for their IPAs, guys. They have other great beers like Long Live and like Trillium. So I kind of manipulated the trainer out to have us get off in the Fenway stop. So we would purposely walk right into Trillium Fenway, knowing that you guys would let's do this. You'd be like, you want to smell that little Trillium flower that came out of that daily serving, dudes. Oh my Lanta, that was so delicious.
Anyhow,
before we start getting too down far this road,
let's get back on track.
Let's bring our dudette of the
our special dudette, if you will. She's a beer enthusiast like the rest of us. She's unlike the rest of us. She's also the moderator on the beautiful Rhode Island craft beer community page. If you're not a member of this page, look them up on Facebook. Become a member. See great people like us post beers. Please welcome to the show, Luann Seppi.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Luann, welcome.
Our daily serving at Trillium.
Let me tell you, It was like giving God a big old kiss on those lips.
Yes, it was.
Right?
It was fantastic. I mean, next thing you
It's
know,
the best.
I didn't get it. Costas, I think you got it, buddy. You got it as one of yours, and then
It was my first, yeah.
The fruited sour.
yeah, I was like, I taste this. Oh my god,
Beautiful.
It's good.
Just couldn't stop
Yes.
drinking it.
there was so many beers I think on that menu that I wanted to try that I was like, I'm not gonna do this one right now. I've tasted it. I know it's epic. I'm gonna try something else, and kind of regret it now. Kind of
Right.
wish I
They're
got
all
it
good.
before.
However, the daily serving ad, they do that on the reg, and it's usually a different flavor
The
every month.
rotating,
Back in
yeah.
like, I think back in like the month of like October, maybe September-ish, they had what was what won our we had a cider challenge. Challenge, and a beer won our cider challenge. And it was Trillium's Apple Daily
Really?
Serving, which was phenomenal.
Oh,
It was very, very good.
I usually end up with the raspberry one for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
I
my
don't
God,
see
they're
that
so
being
good.
a problem either, though.
Oh,
It's
they're so
a
good.
different flavor every month. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
That
Speaking
was
of beers,
the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, first time I'd been there. You can say that.
So what's everybody drinking tonight?
So let's start with
Ladies
our
first.
lovely Luann here. What are you
I'm
drinking?
having the Imperial Biscotti Break from Evil Twin.
Oh, I love Evil Twin.
Oh,
Right?
yes. It's my
Oh.
favorite stout.
They are
Now,
Up
this-
next
this-
to
so good.
Anna Callaghan, which isn't around no more.
Anna Callaghan. Yes. Now this
One
raises
of
the
my
question.
top five.
I posed to you pre-show, but I think it's kind of important to mention a stout. When you think of when your normal beer drinker, beer brain thinks about a stout, they think about the months of maybe like October through like March, maybe
Right.
April.
The month's ending in R.
Is stout a seasonal ale only, or is it? Obviously, it's not because you're drinking it in July. But
Well,
What are
they
your
sell
thoughts?
them. They sell them if you're lucky to find one year round.
mhm.
But I've had this one in the back of the fridge. I was saving it for a special occasion, and here we are.
Here we are. Special
Um,
occasion.
Phantom, I think they just put one of their stouts back on tap and in cans. I think.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
If people want it, people
It
like
used
it. They
it used
want
to be that stouts were fall, winter, they
Right.
were like a seasonal towards the ends of the year. But now I think, it's become commonplace to have them year round.
Well, I think it's just you're getting more people that enjoy them. So you got
Yeah.
to cater to your customers.
People are
Right.
sick of IPAs. Everybody's an
Amen
IPA
to
drinker.
that.
I mean, I love it, IPAs too. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
No, but we've talked about this. It's just when every beer on the menu consistently is IPA, IPA,
Right.
IPA, IPA. You go to the the package store there, and you're like, oh, I want to grab something from these guys, and it's IPA, IPA, IPA. It's like, for the love of God, please stop.
Oh,
So
well, speaking of IPAs, gentlemen,
Yeah,
I am drinking an IPA. It might be a double IPA, actually.
The light color, it's nice.
It's
Yeah.
nice and light and colorful. It's let me read to you the on the can the description. A hazy IPA. Oh god, I need light. I'm getting old. Brewed with a I don't know, select. I can't even friggin' read it. The light's off. But it's a
He
southern.
needs glasses.
It is a double IPA. I do have glasses, but my dog ate 2 beers. It's called Southern Hopolistic. It's a double dry hopped IPA. Costas, you might actually like this one, dude. It's I don't sense the citra that often turns you off.
I don't think I've heard of
Oh,
that.
actually, no. I'm wrong. It's
He's
right
wrong.
there. Yeah.
So-
Who makes it?
This is by one of my favorite breweries outside of Rhode Island. The Other Half Brewing, right there in New York City. I stopped in Manhattan. They have their original ones in the Bronx. Really check them out. If you like IPAs, go to Other Half. They got some bomb beers, and you can find them in almost every major, not major league. So you can find them in a lot of liquor stores around Rhode Island. So
Nice.
check it out. 7.4% alcohol by volume. Crushable, maybe.
Wow, for you, crushable.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe like 4 of them, and then I'll black out drunk. All right, Costas, go ahead. You're up next, kid.
What you got
Me?
there, bud?
I was kind of feeling sorry for myself because tons of beers for Father's Day, all these incredible different types of beers, and then
For you.
didn't get a chance to stop anywhere for prior to the 4th of July. So we didn't post our kill shot, but
right,
Oh,
we didn't do that.
I do have it though, so we'll put that up later on.
I think
do
that
kill
between
shot.
Yeah,
I think between the three of us, we cleaned house figuratively
fourth,
and
yeah.
literally.
Yeah,
And
there
I
were a
was
lot of
feeling
beers.
sorry for myself, and then I realized, oh wait, I've got a case of this downstairs.
Oh,
So
there you
a
go.
case. Yes, folks,
Yes.
you heard that right. A
Yeah, so
case.
A
I
case.
immediately cheered right up and
Mhm.
started drinking Vigilance PB&J.
That would definitely brighten my day, cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Buddy owes me a Wachusett blueberry,
Oh yeah, right.
and not a half can.
Not a half. I owe you a half, Ed. Actually, I owe you half of the
So
can.
no
you owe
backwash in your can?
He won't listen. My half's at the bottom of the can, so I'll get to it. I
Yeah.
promise. So yeah, so
What
during
happens by the fire
that
pit
whole
stays
session
by the
there,
fire pit.
yeah. Next thing you know, I go to swim back over to where my
This-
beer is. I grab my can and I'm like, wait a minute, why is this closed?
Buddy.
And come to find out, it was a new can left for Buddy because Buddy finished mine. So yeah, there's that.
There's nothing more smoother, dude, in the summertime than a good blueberry Wachusett ale.
No,
I'm
especially
not
if
being
it's
paid
somebody
right now to
else's.
say that, but
Oh,
so delicious.
I love Wachusett. They got some. Their blueberry is top.
It's
of the-
OG, dude. It's
It
OG.
is. It
It's
is.
like 1997. I'm underage, but I'm still buying beer out of the liquor store, and it's okay. But they used to sell it on a big like Heffenreffer, and then it moved finally into cans and shit. But
Is that when you like graduated from Boone's Farm?
I never drank Boone's Farm, Ed, in my life. Never.
Get
Never.
out of here! You've never had a
Mad
Boone's
Dog
Farm?
4040, yes.
Which
Boone's Farm,
2020,
no.
dude. 2020.
which it doesn't actually stand for Mad Dog. I found that out recently.
Yeah.
Oh, 2020. I'm sorry.
But
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
we'll get to that. I'll have to look that up and put that somewhere too. But
What do you
Yeah.
got, Doc?
I'm starting easy because I was expecting I've already finished this one by now. But
Oh yeah,
I've got
classic.
the quintessential
Yep.
Quint.
The
Gansett,
original.
the original. I love it. I don't care what Buddy says.
It's all right.
Manly, yes, but Ed likes it too.
Yes.
You know, so
It's iconic.
I figured I'd start with this. Yeah, it is, and it's like I like Gansett. To me, it's like it's an easy. I'm just gonna down this, and I don't
It's
feel
okay.
bad about it.
It's going to crush it like Quinn.
Listen, it's better than a
I
Bud
love
Light.
all of their other beers, but their regular show. It's like what's that other Whalers? I'm not a big fan of the IPA there, but
Yeah.
everything else they do
Yeah.
is awesome. But you don't
Yeah.
see it anywhere.
No, because you know why? Again,
Distributors.
Distribution.
We've talked about it. You know, they don't want to pick them up. But
I did see a few in a local liquor store right around the corner from me recently, and there were like 3 different flavors. But there was Muse, which I don't see Muse often, which is nice. But that's sour. One beer that I did see, guys, I saw it tonight when I stopped to pick up my beer at the local beer store here, the package, if you will. They had on sale right on the shelf when I walked in. I'm like, oh, look at this. Costas and Ed would love to see something like this. Let me ask you, both of you have bought Sam Adams Utopia. How much do you spend, say, on a bottle from like, say, 2021? How much would you anticipate to spend on that?
2021? I would say it's probably going to be at least $3 by now. I would say.
You would think, right?
You
So
would
on
think.
sale in Smithfield, Rhode Island, right on the border of Johnston, Sam Adams Utopia 2021 for $225 beautiful dollars.
Wow.
You heard it here first on Three Dudes Brews, the last one.
But don't get it. Notice though, Buddy didn't stop thinking of us and grabbed that bottle for us.
Dude, Buddy doesn't have $225. And if Buddy did, Buddy needs to put tires on his truck. So that's probably
He's a struggling college student.
right. I am a struggling college student, Ed.
Yeah, I know.
Drinking beers on a Thursday. It's Thursday, Ed.
Yes.
It is. Speaking of Gansett though, Luann, did you have a chance to try their R Shark?
No, I haven't.
If you
Did
can, you should. It's tasty. It's a blood orange.
Yes.
Oh,
You
it's
get
delicious.
the orange. I mean, orange really gets you, and then it's
Yeah.
like you get the nice bitter orange at the back.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. when I saw the post, I looked at my wife and I'm like, hey, hi Jamie. I said, I'm gonna have to run down there tomorrow afternoon when the tap room opens and go grab some.
Have to try it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. That and they had some of their banquet ale still, which I was surprised at. I didn't think they would have any more of it. So, but it was good. It was good.
Wow. So, Luann, tell us about yourself. How did you get started with the craft beer community?
I honestly don't remember. I was like probably about 20 years ago. I was just into trying like stupid stuff. Like Molson Triple X was my go-to beer at the time.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
I love that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
Much better in Canada, but
I was just saying that was the one they brought over the border for us, right? They tried marketing it.
Yeah, that stuff was good. I haven't had it in probably a good 10 years. So, but and it just went from there, just trying different beers and all that stuff. And then I met Liz, from our beer group.
All right, and, Elizabeth.
We'd run into each other every now and then it just became, a regular with a friend of mine, and we would just go to the different breweries and try the different beers, and I really haven't stopped. I've slowed down, but I haven't stopped yet. So,
well, why have you slowed down?
Huh?
Why have you slowed down?
Well, I slowed down because of medical issues, but just health reasons, But
it's understandable.
But the stouts, I used to smoke, and I've quit almost going on 3 years now.
Congratulations!
Good job.
Thank you. And before I didn't like stouts, I hated them. I tried them at all our beer shares and our cookouts and stuff, and they were gross. They were horrible. But the minute I quit smoking, I'm in love with stouts. And people say, "Oh, it's because they taste like an ashtray."
No, it's just that you got your sense of taste back.
Right.
Yeah. I quit smoking about 3.5 years ago myself, and I found that. Thank you. And I found that, taste, sense, your sense of smell and your taste or whatever definitely changes.
Yep.
Do I want to? Especially when I've been drinking, do I want to have a cigarette?
Oh, hell yeah.
The more I've been drinking, the more I want to have a cigarette. But you know what? If I did it, I'd get sick.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I've done it once, and I'm good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm good.
Luann, we talked about my first day in beers before the show. That was, I had quit like smoking cigarettes like 3 years before that. And like that, your taste buds change. Like people told me for years, like, oh, you'll taste differently. You'll smell differently. I'm like, you're just an asshole. You're just an anti-smoker. But it's definitely it's a fact, Jack.
It is.
So it's awesome.
It is definitely. But I mean, other than that, I've just met a lot of good people in the through Rhode Island craft beer. And if Buddy and I were talking, if it wasn't for Mike Duclas, who started the Rhode Island craft beer page, I wouldn't have all the friends that I have. And the friends I have are like family.
Friends through beer. So I got a great story for you, Luann. You're gonna love this. So we just came back from Las Vegas, went down there. My wife went to go see New Kids on the Block concert. So she went down there for that. And when she did that, searching for Donnie and drooling over Donnie, Costas and I decided we're gonna hit some local breweries. So
absolutely,
one of the ones we went to, and I mean the best thing, no matter where you are, we went to 2 of them. Everybody was awesome. No problems with anybody. Out of towners, they didn't care. And so we
met people and they tagged along with us and came with us.
Yeah. So we go to Nevada Brew Works.
Yep.
And wouldn't you know, we meet a guy that's working there from Woonsocket.
Woonsocket.
Yep.
I mean, what are the odds?
Right.
There's no odds. I mean, what do you mean, Rhode Island? Most people don't even know where we are, let alone when we're gonna find one out in Vegas. So.
And everybody was super friendly. The beer was
fantastic.
Like no matter where you go, and I think we've experienced this pretty much everybody. No matter where you go, what brewery it is, what state it is, doesn't matter if it's on the East Coast, West Coast. You walk into a brewery and it's always a great time.
Yeah.
People are there. It's not a bar scene, where
right.
people are, it's a different clientele, I would say.
You're going into a different atmosphere.
Totally
yeah.
different
Completely.
atmosphere,
You know?
different
Completely.
community, and
Yeah.
People
everybody's
behave themselves for sure.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
it's a great bunch of people. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Like I can remember I went to a brewery after a Dolphins game after we got defeated horribly in Baltimore. And went to a local brewery, and a guy felt bad for me. A local the Ravens fans everywhere. We were down like 50-19. It was horrible. And guy bought me he's like, hey, what are you drinking over there? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm drinking these 4 beers, yeah, blah blah blah. He's like, you from around here? I'm like, oh, you from Miami? I'm like, no, I'm from Rhode Island. I drove down here to see my Fins play. He's like, oh, too bad, man. He's like, still in the playoffs? I'm like, yeah, we might make the playoffs, whatever. It's just a good time, good city, good breweries and stuff. He's like, this round's on me, brother. I'm like, oh, so just like that good vibe crowd. Doesn't matter where we would normally hate each other over sports. Where like Mark and myself, I jab at him every chance I get with those awful Yankee hats that he wears. But
we got to get him a hat.
we gotta get him a socks hat.
We need to get him a hat.
I'll get him a
guys.
Paw Sox hat.
We need to get him a hat. So
Something.
and that goes to we were out there. Thankfully, we went to the breweries and we were able to get some normal priced beers. Because let me tell you, the beer prices by poolside, everywhere in the casinos, anywhere you went, it was like ridiculous.
Upwards of $15 for one beer.
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kind of like match the beer prices though at Fenway Park if you think about it. You really don't have to go too far from home to get like raped by beer.
No, and that's just it. It depends on if they know they got you. If they know you're a captive audience, you can't go anywhere else for it. So they're gonna just charge whatever they feel like charging, And it was funny though because the craft beers at the casino were less money than the Buds and the Bud Lights and the Coors.
Really?
Because they're going to get more money out of those folks that they know the majority.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
So it was like a $4 price difference. You stepping out?
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Yeah, step out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I can understand that one.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Definitely.
I did ask my wife though what they were charging for beers at the concert while she was drooling over Donnie. That's twice now. So I don't know, but we'll have to find out. I was kind of curious. I mean, I know we went to the Xfinity Center, which I still call Great Woods because I refuse to call it that.
Yep. No, it's Great Woods.
The prices there were stupid as well. I mean, it was like, guys, I'm not paying like almost $20 or whatever for a Bud Light.
It's insane.
Right, it's ridiculous, dude. The Sam Adams that I had here, this one right here, Ed so graciously lent me his credit card because you cannot bring cash to Fenway Park anymore. That's what 16-ounce can, a 16-ounce can of Sam Adams Summer Ale. What was that like? $14.50. Good Lord! I could almost buy a 4-pack.
$14.50. Now, mind you, the one he wanted was Lawson's Little Sip of Sunshine there, and that one was like $3-4 more.
That was like $19.50.
Yeah, it was like almost $20
one
for
can
one
of
can
IPA beer.
Wow,
redunculous.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But it's the same if you go to even the Providence Civic Center or the Amica Center, if you will.
Because they got you.
It's like it's still like $14-15 for a Buddy Light. Like, get the hell out of here with that shit.
Well, they know you're gonna pay it though, because they know you want it.
Exactly.
It's like anything else.
You can't really pregame at the Amica Center. There's nowhere to go.
I think that was honestly the first time I've been to a baseball game and I haven't had a beer at the park.
Wow.
I refused. I was like,
these times they are changing.
They are changing. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Wow,
So, Luann, question for you.
Wow.
What was your first brewery that you went to?
Ooh.
Harpoon.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah.
Harpoon in Boston. It was the original one when it was really small, and they charged you. I think the tour was free. It was $5 a piece for the tour, and it was like a little half-hour tour, and then they let us drink as much as we wanted after the tour was over.
Oh,
nice.
And it was the best. And then a couple of years later, they changed it.
They did.
They made it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's still.
They started charging. They started charging for drinks and stuff. It was like 1,000 degrees in that brewery room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to that very same one. And so.
Well, I went to I did the Sam Adams tour way
Yeah.
back.
That was one.
I've
of my
never
favorites.
done Sam Adams.
Let me
Oh,
tell
you got to do it.
It was
I love
gorgeous.
Harpoon. I'm a Harpoon girl.
I like.
Hot.
I love Harpoon.
That's fair.
I like
Harpoon's
my
good.
Sam Adams. So we had I came back from a deployment, and my wife was kind enough to, we came back home, saw everybody, and then next thing you know, we were like, hey, let's go do the Sam Adams thing. So I mean, it was nice though, because this is the time when they were still doing those the large bottles, the special bottles they've been doing for a while there. Which guys, they need to bring those back. They were doing some great stuff in those things. But anyway, so they had all these banners for medals and stuff that they won over the years. They had stuff everywhere. They had all sorts of cool things. But the best part was that they had you drink the beers at the end, right? The Brick Alley Red.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Brick Alley
I knew
Red.
you got to say that.
Oh, let me tell you. Is it Brick Alley Red or is it Brick?
Yeah, it's Brick Alley Red. They only sold it at pubs in Boston.
Yeah, you could only get it in the city.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of years ago, they were releasing 4-packs in Massachusetts of cans.
Wow.
And
Rare.
I wish I had stocked up on those things.
Right.
Yeah, they haven't done it since. Well,
It's shameful. It sucks. It's like we were talking pre-show about like standing in line for beers again, or getting that special bottle that's only like 200 people get. It was like a baseball. It's like a collection. Like it's like I'm gonna put this on my mantle and drink it in like 2 years in a special occasion. But it almost feels like a little bit more special. Does it not, gentlemen? When you get something like that, that's that rare.
It depends. I've had some that it's the whole. I don't want to say I use that word gimmick, but if it's in a bottle, like a 22 ounce bottle. It's capped. It's got a special label. It's covered in wax. You're paying a premium price, so you're
packaging.
Well, yeah, but you're expecting, okay, this is something that's like, oh, this is an anniversary edition special, So I'm paying a premium dollar for this thing. I'm expecting a premium product.
Yeah.
So if you're putting it in sometimes I've had some that have been in bottles, and I'm like, this could have just been in a can.
Yeah.
And I could have paid half the price and I'd be okay. But
that's why I hate when people hype things up. They hype them up so much, and then you go for it and you eat it or you drink it, and it's like, really? That?
Right.
Yeah.
Happy Van Winkle.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Happy's. I don't know. Listen, Happy. Don't get me wrong, fantastic, but it's the exclusivity of being able to get a bottle because they only make so many of them.
Right.
That has driven it to like legendary status.
What is that?
You and I both. Pappy Van Winkle.
I've never even heard of it. What is it, guys?
What?
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it? Oh,
educate me, please. What is this? What are you talking about?
Bourbon.
Kentucky bourbon.
Oh, all right. Well, see, we're talking beer. That's why.
It is really good. Hi, Aria.
Buffalo Trace.
Saying hi. Buffalo Trace is the distillery that puts it out. They put out some very fine bourbons. And Pappy Van Winkle is one of them. A lot of times, these places, buddy, they'll get like 2 bottles. Every God knows how many years. And a lot of these places, they'll do raffles for a chance to buy it. So it's a little crazy.
Well,
I believe it.
You and I have both had Sam Adams Utopias, right?
Yes.
And that is.
I have some right now.
Well, yeah, I've got a bottle myself, and it's a rare thing to have. So it's one of those, you can't find it everywhere. It's super expensive, also premium.
What, every 2 or 3
Yeah,
years?
so it's only released every 2 years or 3 years.
Is it 2 years? I think it's 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's every other year.
It's a barrel age thing, guys. What is, for us who don't know what a Utopia is?
It's a beer that's aged in multiple barrels. It's aged for forever.
Yeah.
It is just absolutely fantastic.
What does
Yes,
it
It's
taste?
supposed to be the
He
best.
says it's tasty. What does it taste like?
Hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. Luann, you haven't had it yet?
I'm sorry.
I have not had it. No.
Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna
I haven't
change
either.
that. We're gonna change that.
Yes.
So we'll meet up somewhere and we're gonna change that because I've got a bottle that's open.
Right.
And buddy,
She has a beer share coming up, guys. I don't know if you know about that. on
Yes.
July
I sent the
20th.
invites. I sent
Yes.
the invites.
Yes.
Buddy responded, yes, I'm going. So
Yes.
I
So
mean,
we'll,
there's an opportunity right there, Ed, to share your good beer with her.
well, if we'll figure that one out. So you know the bottle's going because I'm sharing with everybody.
Well, no, we could do that separate in the kitchen in the house.
Right?
Everybody else is outside.
You break something like that out, and all of a sudden you got a lot of friends.
Now we'll hide that. It's okay.
It's an exclusivity that, like, okay, that's like magic in a bottle.
Yeah,
So
that's what they say.
it is still technically a beer.
Yep.
It is like a 28% alcohol by volume beer.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that a barley wine?
Last time I had heard it was classified as the strongest, like the highest ABV beer in the world. I don't know if it still holds that title.
I
But
don't think so. There's snake venom.
Ooh.
That is the highest.
okay,
Oh,
what's
wow.
do you happen to know what that one's at?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up though.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah,
So
do
I think
that
it might be in like
research.
the 30% range.
so the Utopias though, it drinks like a port.
Yes.
You don't need a lot of it. It's very rich, very strong. Not
Sipping beer.
yes, it's not like you get like straight alcohol, but it's definitely something that you're not gonna, do shots of it.
When we were at Six
There we
Pack,
go.
when we did our podcast with Mark Pappy, his
Oh my God.
barley wine, as soon as Ed and I tried it, we both looked at each other and were like,
It tasted,
Utopias.
yeah,
And that's why, like, I picked up as many bottles of Mark Pappy's barley wine because it was on that same level as far as in my humble opinion, for what it's worth. His barley wine was on the same level as Sam Adams' Utopias.
Yeah.
And we just, we did an episode recently.
yes, I do, Jess.
I've never had it either, so I mean, like he had it for me too. These two dudes have it, and I've never tried it.
Get you some.
I don't know what's going on.
So and Mark,
Oh my God.
man. Mark, if you're watching, feel free to send the bribes to my address, and we'll be all set. But
Guys, I found it.
Well, okay, what is it?
It's Brewmeister's Snake Venom. It's 67.5 ABV.
Oh my
Oh
God!
my Lanza, tickle my
I thought it was
fancy.
like 32.
Oh, that
Oh.
just like
There's another one that is Scottish. It's Beithir, Beithir, Fire, produced by 88 Brewery, 75% ABV.
Oh,
damn.
it's like whiskey a go-go.
That's basically
Yeah.
I mean, it just
It says that.
Good
It says
to get it to
blended
stay a
with high
beer.
ABV Scottish ale with Scottish spirit.
Oh, we'll see. So
It's a blend. Then,
that's a
yeah.
blend, yeah.
Scottish
But I
spirit.
mean, that's crazy.
Snake Venom is
That's what I'm saying.
its
Jesse.
process involved smoked peat malt and 2 types of
Oh.
yeast. One
Oh,
beer, one
tickle me.
champagne.
Has
Oh my
anybody seen
God.
that around here?
Oh. I've never even heard of that, dude.
Well,
Because
the
now-
champagne yeast has a
now
higher
I'm kind of
alcohol
curious.
tolerance.
What's
I
it called?
kinda-
What's it called?
Snake Beermeister's Snake Venom.
I kind of want
Beer,
some.
beer. I want to see where it is. Beer.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that one now. So
Beers.
$99.99 a bottle.
That's
a
not
bargain.
bad,
we'll figure it out.
right? For sure. That's way cheaper than that other shit that you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a 12-ounce bottle. You can pick
World's
it up at Lincoln Ave,
strongest beer.
Buena Park, California.
It's on eBay, guys, for $74.51
Wow.
a bottle.
A bottle.
Full
Yep.
or empty.
Yeah, as I say, is it just the bottle?
Hops and Hopes Snake. It's out of bloody old England for 95 pounds. I don't know how much that is in American dollars. That's kind of pretty though. It's pretty.
I'm curious though. I'm curious now about that one.
Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am 18 plus.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do
I don't
something
know if
about
it's even
that.
Let me,
drinkable.
Let me do something here really quick for you guys.
That's why I'm kind of curious because I really want to see if
Well,
it's
let's
something that.
explore
like,
this together, guys. Hold on a second.
if it-
You bear
if
with.
it's gimmicky.
Bear with me, Edward.
I don't want to bear with you. I'm impatient.
Beer with me. See? Do you see what I see?
Oh, that was
Yep,
horrible.
that's it.
Yep.
Snake venom.
A fortified Scottish.
Wait a minute.
beer.
How big is a bottle? They want $100 for a
12
bottle.
ounce. 12
For-
ounce bottle.
$100 for a 12-ounce bottle.
Yep.
That's crazy sauce.
That's a bit of.
That's got to be
insanity.
some kind of a beer, dude, right there. I don't know.
It better be for that price for a 12-ounce bottle.
And look, it's got what, 3 1/4 on Untapped.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Is
right?
that
It
good?
means
Which means
it's
it's not really that
rated-
good.
It's
pretty
not
good,
great.
not
Yeah.
kind of.
Uh,
It's
like
like 5
snake-
stars. That's only 3.
and more like snake piss than snake venom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll
So,
just close this
Luann,
up.
yours was Harpoon, buddy. Your first experience was Brew House, correct?
My first ever brew house, my first ever brewery ever
Mhm.
was Anheuser-Busch in
Oh yeah.
up there in New
New
Hampshire.
Hampshire.
When I was a little guy,
New
we went up to see the Clydesdales,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
could smell the wheat and shit in the beer. I didn't. It smelled atrocious to me at the time, and then I once I finally appreciated beer a little bit more, my first brewery was, oh god,
Supposed to
I
burn, no?
want to say like Sam Adams, because Heather and I went there, and it was $2 donation, and they passed around those giant pitchers of like 5 different beers,
Yeah.
and we tried them all. So yeah, I
Oh, so your
think
first
Sam Adams?
experience was Sam Adams.
I think so. Yeah.
What was your first brewery experience?
My first brewery. Well, I would have to say Budweiser. But the Budweiser in actual St. Louis.
Oh, the OG one.
Yeah, I would say that would be the first one. We went up there. We were living in Missouri at the time. Family came in from out of town. We went to St. Louis, got lost in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And so we ended up there. You see the Dalmatians, you see the Clydesdales, you get the whole nickel tour and everything. And this is back when it was still owned,
right there.
by the the Anheuser-Busch family there. And I used to drink a lot of Bud Lights.
Yeah, me too.
Because most military people drink Bud Lights.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was a big Bud guy. I used to drink a lot of Bud, regular Bud, and everything else. And then when they sold to overseas, and it's no longer, in my opinion, an American beer anymore, I was like, yeah, I'm done with you. And then I kind of moved on to bigger, better things. So Luann, you might remember this. I don't know if you remember. There was a place in Warwick called, I think, Track 84.
Track 84. Yep.
Yep.
Yes. So that was when I first started getting heavy into craft beers. My father-in-law and I went, and we were just like in heaven. We were like, oh my God, are you serious? This place? Craft beers all the way down the line.
As far as the eye could see.
As far as I could see, bottles, taps, you name it. And it was good. It was good stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff like at the time, this is probably back in, say maybe 2009.
Better than that, Ed. I can better you than that. I can quint you on that. I can better you than that.
He's a
the Muse Tavern, 75 craft beers on draft, and then like probably 150 bottles of local craft beer is probably one of my best go-to locations. But not driving home from, because I usually try almost everything I can and am shit-faced by the time I leave.
No, not buddy.
They got a tree. They got a tree going through the middle of the restaurant. It's
hard to believe. Now,
it's such a Rhode Island staple.
We don't condone drinking and driving on this show.
Yes.
No, not at all.
So, buddy,
No.
of course, always dreamed of doing it and had somebody actually take him home.
I have this like doppelganger who comes and he drives to me. He appears out of nowhere. He's like, "Buddy, you need a ride?" I'm like, "Hey, buddy, I need a ride," and he gives me a ride home. So it works out for the best.
There you go. So Luann, tell us, a little bit more about what the group's been doing, what they're up to, what you guys are about, all that stuff.
It's just a bunch of good people. We try and get as many people to sign up, become members, because we have a good time.
Right.
I have an annual beer share every summer, and I always am trying to invite, like if I run into people at the breweries and I meet them for the first time, it's like, oh, I have a cookout beer share in the summertime. I'll invite you. And they're like, yeah, okay. but I do. I invite them because
Thank you
it's
for
fun.
our invites. I
Yes,
mean,
thank you.
You're very welcome. But it's fun, you know. Everybody brings beer. They bring food. I do burgers and dogs, and it's we just all hang out, and there's tons of beer, and then at the end of the night, there's fireworks because there's a feast down the street.
Yeah.
So we get a free fireworks show.
Nice.
But it's it's just a bunch of people that enjoy the same thing as we do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So,
That's classic.
but
that's
why
we started this.
yeah.
Right. We just like
It's-
to talk and drink about drinking.
Yeah.
You never know.
Talk about good drinking beers.
What's
for
better
sure.
than that? We're sitting here on a Thursday night having some
Sitting
beers,
around,
talking with you, and
drinking
and
beer, talking
Yeah.
about beer,
What's
talking
better than that?
life
Nothing.
experiences.
I was
Mm.
I was telling Buddy, Kelly Lynn did an article in Motif,
Mhm.
and she sent Liz and I questions, and we answered the questions for her so she could do her article, and it's in this month's Motif magazine.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
So it's a good article. It's about beer shares and trading beers,
Nice,
and what it means
nice.
to us, and the beer community, But I mean, my son walks away the minute beer is mentioned, and my oldest son is with me. He walks away. He's like, "Yeah, I'm out."
Oh,
Like, he rolls his
dude.
eyes. Here we go.
come
But-
on.
You get on the roll,
Right. You
And
try different things. Honestly,
yeah,
I classify myself as an IPA guy, but because of like efforts like this, I've become like a Pilsner guy. I've always been kind of like a stout guy because it's a heavier beer. But I mean, you learn to expand through like what other people are doing almost. It's like oh, this guy's drinking this. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna try this out. It's a good opportunity.
Oh,
What do
even
you
not,
guys
not
playing
even with that one yet, buddy.
Yeah.
Cream ale from Providence Brewing.
Oh, okay. Great.
Let me
All
tell
right, so we had the privilege of going to Providence Brewing a couple weeks ago. We met with Efren. We
Awesome
chat-chitted a bit with it. Awesome dude. Such
Awesome
a humble man.
Individual.
For somebody who's been around like the beer community as long as he has, he's just like he makes a lot of good beers. He's like, no, I just like a local brewer out of my basement. Like, no, dude, you don't brew out of your basement. You have this like lovely brewery, and you've been doing this for a while, and you're good at it.
Very
so,
humble.
a very humble guy. He's like, help yourself to my fridge. Nobody's gonna drink this beer. I just make it so other people can drink it. He's like, help yourself. I'm like, all right, cool. So I naturally started trying every beer
Oh, folks.
in the case because that's what Buddy does. I got to the cream ale. I'm like, So
I did not say
I
you're
see
wrong.
cream ale, and I automatically think about cream soda, which I fucking hate. People used to get like cases of the Yacht Club soda. I don't know if you know Yacht Club. It's I don't know
Yeah.
Providence, but for like kids' birthday parties, they're like, "Oh, buddy, try some cream soda. That's all that's left. It's like root beer. It's not like root beer. It's fucking gross." So I always associated cream beer,
is
cream
better.
ale with cream soda, which is clearly not.
No.
So
Right.
I had it for the first time at Providence Brewing, and I sit there, I'm like, oh my God, this is great. And it was so good that by the time I left it, I had like a few of them. And then I brought 4 with me to come home because holy shit,
Let me tell you,
you don't realize what you're doing, I don't know.
I've never seen Buddy like already have his mind set on what he's getting.
Laser,
unless-
laser focused.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
unless
like,
we
babe, I'm
went
getting
there
shit.
specifically for one beer. If we went to some place, like say we were going, the Treehouse or Tilted or wherever, we're going somewhere. It doesn't matter. Wherever we're going, if he's going there for one particular beer, fine. We know that's what he's going to get. If he's going in and just trying and drinking and
It's going to be a double
he'll be
IPA.
at the case for a while. And
Yeah.
no,
Oh, sure.
no
Oh my
effort. I'm telling you, he sprinkled a little bit of magic something in there because
Some magic dust.
Oh my God.
Buddy
It was
like,
coconut dust.
the coconut dust. Yeah, Buddy was like beelined.
Yeah.
For the cooler, and
Like I'm getting
we're,
cream
we're
ale.
like him and I are still trying to figure out what we're gonna take, and Buddy's like,
kid in a candy store.
he's like, let's go. Come on, I want to go home. I
Oh my
want to
God.
finish. I want to finish drinking these
Now-
cream ales.
It's so good.
Speaking of broadening your horizons and expanding your palate,
Mm-hmm.
I got one for Buddy.
Yeah,
there we
you're not
go.
gonna believe.
You're
this
sitting
one.
down, right?
There
sitting
we
down?
go.
All right, buddy.
I'm sitting down. Yeah.
So, again, it was Father's Day, and I got the most amazing different variety and assortment of beers or whatever. Like the fridge was like old Mother Hubbard, it was bare to the bones, and now my
So what I'm hearing
refrigerator
is there's one of these for me down there.
Wait, old Mother Hubbard means you went to the cupboard and there was not a bone.
Nothing there,
You couldn't
right?
find a
So
bone, right?
I got a whole ton of stuff. I got like cases of beer for Father's Day or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Roman took over.
I'm not a
Okay.
double APA kind of guy. Really don't like Citra. That whole.
I know. You talk all
so-
sorts of shit. I know.
I don't. No, I do not. I do not trash it. I do not. I just say.
You say it's like licking a pine cone,
I
Costas.
don't.
That's
I
kind of
do,
like.
I do not say that. I just say I do not like Citra. I don't like. I'm not a particular fan. I'm not very fond of the piney.
Costas says
But,
some shit.
uh,
Go ahead. What
Phantom,
is it?
right?
Phantom Farms.
Right. Phantom Farms.
Swirl,
Oh.
Wait,
Citra.
hazy.
Oh.
IPA. So,
Oh, look at you,
buddy,
Costas. Does
I'm
it have
drinking
Citra?
hazy IPA.
Does it have Citra in it?
I would
Dive in the
assume-
swirl with this delightful medium-bodied golden yellow haze IPA, bursting with a vibrant medley of tropical and citrus aromas. It's a
Whoa.
flavor adventure that will take your taste
Wow.
buds on an unforgettable ride.
Are your taste buds right now on an unforgettable ride?
I'm
Costas?
pretty sure that there is a hint of citrus.
Are
in
they on
there,
the
but
Musical Express?
Oh, dude, I miss that.
No,
shit.
no musical express.
Oh, Costas, you baby.
I mean, if you want to give me Fanny or
Fanny was fun, yeah.
what was the
Fanny-
what was the
Succeed your
raspberry
penis.
wheat beer? Oh God.
Oh, I remember the bear. I remember the Bears. I don't remember them
Who
by
are we
name.
talking about?
Oh,
The
we're
Bears
talking
at Slater Park, kid.
what?
Slater Park? Those Bears?
No, we're talking about the beer, dude.
Oh, beer. All right. I thought you said Fanny. The Fanny beer.
If he remembers.
Oh, fuck. Oh God. It was oh God. Ice House was the name of that restaurant.
They started in Cranston, and then they
Yeah.
had
Help me out, Louis. Help me out.
Where Buttonwoods is
They had
now.
the Fanny beer. They had the swimming
Night Swimmer.
night swimmer.
Oh, Jesus. It's right at the end of my street.
It was like Ice House guy. It was Ice House.
I used to hang out there every Friday night.
Right. They had the
there.
video games in the
Right
basement.
there. You can do it. I
Fruitopia.
believe in you. What?
Fruitopia.
Brutopia. But what was the brewer?
Fruitopia.
What was the brewery?
Oh, it was
Did it begin with an R?
Revival.
Revival.
It was Revival Brewery.
There we go.
Revival.
Ding, ding,
Oh, my
ding.
God.
Yeah, Sean
And now
Locken.
they're done. Are they done now? Revival.
Oh, he's done. Oh, he's
Oh,
done.
Yeah, they've been done for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too bad. He was definitely an OG. He was he made some good beers.
Yeah.
He's the
next
one that
swimming, I
started
remember.
craft beer in Rhode Island. Because he started at the
Bible.
one downtown that's up for sale.
Trinity.
Trinity. He
Yeah,
started at
Trinity. He started down there. Yeah.
He started as like a dishwasher and worked his way
Right.
up.
And then he
got
like
into brewing.
left there and made like better beer than Trinity
Yep.
because
Yep.
Trinity really doesn't. No offense, Trinity, but you guys,
He was. I want to say, was there like some personal problems, or he had things going on in his life, or something happened, and then he ended up
At Utopia?
Revival. I thought I remembered him.
Yeah.
like,
Well, it was-
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
he was hired. So his brewery was downstairs in the basement, but they hired him to brew certain beers strictly for the restaurant.
Mhm.
So if you got like a beer from Revival upstairs in the restaurant, you couldn't go downstairs in the brewery and get it because he didn't brew it for himself. He only brewed that for the
them.
restaurant.
yeah.
And then I guess time went on, and I heard the landlords were horrible people.
Yeah.
And Sean tried to get them to stay and at least maybe him take over a little bit more of the business or whatever. They wanted nothing to do with it. There was no reason for them to close. And for some reason, they just shut down the whole restaurant. And then he moved to Providence, where Buttonwoods is now.
Yeah.
Right. And then he
And then-
sold out that to Buttonwoods.
Yeah, they had what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but the food department went in.
Yeah,
The,
there's a
the
lot of
state
drama.
department state went in, and
Yeah, I kind of heard the same thing.
yeah.
It
So,
kind of went down.
But he
Yeah,
also
man.
had, from what another thing I heard was he had a lot of personal things
Yeah,
going
yes.
on.
Personal
Yeah.
issues in his life.
And
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It's bad because the men make great beer when it came down to it.
Fantastic beers, yeah.
You know,
I love the night swimmer. I love the double IPA. Yeah, it was all really really good beers. So
Yeah.
Night
Those were
Swimmer
fun
was one of
times.
my favorites.
Those were fun times down in that basement.
and,
oh
uh,
yeah, for sure. They had a
You know?
Nintendo. Me
That
and
was,
Clausen-
that was one of the first breweries that Buddy and I went to.
right. That's right. Me and you went to who else went to that? Was that Scotty Beeblips? Was
No,
he
no,
there, or-
it was a few of my other friends or whatever. But this is
Right.
when we first started dipping our toes into the whole craft
Yep.
beer.
long time ago. Yeah, that was a long time
many,
ago.
many years ago.
That was one of
Holy
the first
shit.
ones Liz and I used to hang out at.
Yeah.
so
One of my first craft beer experiences was, and we did this because we started going out as a collective group of husbands and wives, and we stopped going to bars because that was no longer. We were in our we're now in our 30s, and going to bars, that's not clubs and bars
Yeah.
are no longer what you do. So you're like, all right, we still want to be able to sit down and have a drink, but you don't
Mhm.
want the everything else that goes.
douchebaggery.
Thank
Yeah.
Right.
you. You don't want to
The
be
quality. You want the quality, not the
there.
quantity.
You're not looking to
for
fight
sure.
somebody in the parking lot. You're
Mm-hmm.
not looking to for
Mhm.
all of that stuff or whatever. So it's like, okay, let's try other things. So we started finding things to do as a group. So we would hit Crave Meadery. We went
right.
to Thomas too. Like we found, like we watching like Mike Rose Dirty Jobs, and we're like, oh, he's doing something in Newport. He's going to Thomas 2 Rum, which just happens to be Newport Craft, right? So you're like, all right, let's go down there. And a buddy had like. He had my wife's shot. Buddy had his shot, his wife's shot, my wife's shot. So we got,
It
you
was
go
a
on
whole buddy day.
we went on Groupon, and we did the tour of the brewery and the tour of the distillery, and you got to sample. And the guys that were the guys doing the tour and doing the whole, doing the tastings and the tour and everything were also your bartenders, whatever you want to call them afterwards.
Yeah.
And you could tell the kids that were like, didn't have any experience. So they had a little piece of paper, and they're like, here's 3 selections. Oh, I'll take these 3 selections. And we just took the paper and threw it away. And we were like,
Yeah.
one of everything. And we just started
Kept
throwing
going.
in tips
We
or
just kept
whatever.
going.
Don't you know who you're talking to?
Yeah. So
this guy Jesse says that 2 is also tasty. 2 is not tasty, dude.
2
tastes
is
like-
very tasty.
No, 2 tastes like Crazy Glow, dude, for sure. It's like the fumes of Crazy Glow.
No,
No,
I
it's-
love Thomas too.
All right, we'll arm wrestle about
We'll-
that
yeah, we'll-
another time. But
We'll have a
yeah,
full playlist.
no way, dude.
Again,
Ugh.
Buddy
Ugh.
had his wife's shot, my wife's shot, his own shot, and you got to
Oh.
try
What are you drunk
a
that day?
shot straight out of like the distill, out of the straight out of it, and then there was a bottle. Then there was a shot of 151 afterwards, and then there was a shot of barrel aged. So it was 3 shots.
This was many years ago, by the way.
Yeah, and then we had to have every single beer on their menu, so that way we could
Multiple
figure out what we
times.
wanted to drink.
Multiple
And then we
times.
had drinks afterwards. 16 drinks later.
Totally took advantage of the bar staff there at Newport Park.
Well,
Totally.
they were awesome. They were
more than okay with like not marking our beers, so that
right. But we got to try so many different things, and it was an amazing experience. But then going to like Craft Meadery, and that's when I started. I was looking to get into home brewing, and I went to Craft Meadery and was like, mead, this is amazing.
Oh, meat is good.
Meat is delicious. too.
It kind of bridges the gap between wine and beer, and is the oldest known fermentation.
Luann, if you can get this man to your house for your beer fair, you should encourage him to bring some of his blueberry mead, which is holy shit.
Oh,
I got blueberry and I got strawberry.
well, I
Holy
was promised blueberry mead on the 4th, and
and it was really good. Dude.
let me. I swear to God, did you guys open it after I left?
No,
No, Ed.
the whole case. So we're fine.
But he was drinking beers.
Let me tell you. Oh, I was about ready to throw it out. We were gonna have to cut this.
So amazing. He made it a year ago, Luann, and it's just so. He's like, the first few sips of it we had is like, he's like, this is gonna be fire, and you sip it, it's like, oh my God, doctor, it's fire. And
Oh,
he took it down, and it's like so buttery smooth right now. It's so
Ooh.
delicious.
we
So
went
right.
there was probably about like maybe 12 of us that we all did a trip to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And one of the girls in the group, she did all the directions, and okay, we're going to stay at this hotel. And where the hotel was, there was a brewery restaurant in the parking lot.
Perfect. Oh, perfect.
When I tell you, oh my God, by the time we got there,
Buddycation.
we went up to New Hampshire. We met at one brewery. Then we all went to the hotel, dropped all our stuff off, came back down, got in our cars, and we went to all these different breweries.
Nice.
When I tell you, it was the best weekend I think we've ever had.
Yeah.
And we did like 4 breweries the first day we got there because it was like the middle of the day.
Yeah.
The next day we did like 5 breweries.
Oh, that's great.
We did a meadery. It was the best mead I've ever had.
Moonlight.
Did you go to Go ahead.
Is it Moonlight Meadery?
Moonlight.
No, I think it was Roman.
Okay.
Roman something we were around Manchester, New Hampshire, but it was ancient Roman or Roman ancient mead. It was the best. We left with bottles, and we didn't even know what it was. Let me tell you.
I don't know what you are, but I'm gonna drink you too. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
You know,
did you happen to hit Moet Mountain Brewery in North Conway by chance?
No, we didn't go up to North Conway.
Oh, that's too bad.
We
It's a great little brewery, and they have a nice brisket and barbecue restaurant along with it. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It's right on the main strip there in North Conway.
In North Conway?
Yeah.
I haven't been to North Conway in a few years, but I used to go every year since I was a little kid. Yep. And I used to know it like the back of my hand.
Yeah, Moet Mountain. Moet
Mountain.
If you're going north, it's on the left. It looks like a house almost. And like
really?
You go in there and we sat on the porch. There was like a wood stove. It was like Artoba. And it was we had brisket and ribs, and they have like 6 really good beers that they brew right there on the front.
Good to know.
Yeah, for sure.
So
good to know.
Brings me to my next question for you, Louie.
Wow.
When you aren't drinking beer, what are you drinking?
Ooh.
Lately, it's a gin and tonic.
Oh, yes. The ultimate summer drink.
With a lot of lime.
Yes, I had actually 2 last night.
I love that, and I love my dirty martinis.
Oh, that's another one. I haven't had a good martini in a while.
Yeah.
So, what's your gin of choice?
I got Tanqueray.
Tanqueray?
Yep.
So I've got a bottle of Aviation right now. And I know the botanist reigns supreme with that man. And I had a bottle of Japanese gin that I just finished. But see, that's the good thing with gin though, is that there's really no like set rule with gin. No. You know, you can have one gin that you absolutely love, and you can have another bottle, and you're like, I don't like this.
Gross. It's so gross.
So, have you had a gin and tonic, buddy?
I've had multiple. I've had multiple kinds of gin, and I don't like them at all. But I
love gin.
You get a good gin and tonic, buddy. You're not even going to notice that there's gin in it. You're not even
like the Beefeater. I've had the Beefeater.
Is that me and Buddy clicked on this.
Gross, dude.
No.
I won't say gross.
Not Beefeater.
I'm not a big fan of gin myself. I'm a rum kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, see now.
Or the rum over gin.
Now, the Kraken. That black rum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Let me tell you, that stuff's tasty. So
little Scotch.
Thomas 2 rum.
Gin and I've never.
Newport used to be the rum capital of the colonial America.
He's probably gonna like attack me after this statement, but
you're dead to your brother, Ed.
Yeah, I know I am. Well, if he came by, he'd be all set. So I had
sounds like you have to get another bottle.
Yes, no.
Jesse, if you're out there.
Yeah, I've never had Thomas 2.
Never had Thomas 2. Road trip.
Crazy glue.
Listen, I literally
crazy glue, and that's what it is, dude.
I work down the street, and I drive past the place all the time. I've never had Thomas
Newport
2.
Craft, or I think it used to be Newport Brewing. Now it's Newport.
Yeah,
Craft
now it's
or
Newport
whatever.
Craft because they just
They
expanded.
totally remodeled their facility.
Oh,
and
believe me, I
is
know.
Gorgeous now.
Gorgeous.
I've had to deal with the construction traffic from time
Me
to
and
time.
the missus went there. When we were picking up ciders for our cider challenge back, I want to say in October.
That a
And
beer
we were
one?
able-
Yep.
What's that?
That a beer one? But go on.
Anyhow,
I guess.
we went around
Circle.
and we were sampling everything everywhere, and they had amazing cocktails. With like espresso infused vodkas and stuff like that. That we brought home, and probably one of the best espresso martinis that we've ever had was down there, and gorgeous facility, fantastic beers and spirits. So if you haven't been down there, you should definitely go check it out.
What's that? Newport?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
Newport Middletown line there.
Right on the line there.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you go over the bridge, you get off, you go around the rotary, and it's right there. I mean,
Yeah.
Then
you
we hit
you
like
can't miss the place.
Coddington and
Taproot.
I remember when they first started, they were kids. They were like 18, 20 years old.
Oh, wow.
They were at Cello's in Warwick.
Oh,
And they were going around asking if people wanted to, we're new and, we're trying to start our own brewery. And these are some of our beers. Would you like to try one? I was like, yeah, sure. And it was good.
Right.
So
And they were like 18, 20 years old at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're, sold and moved on.
we had a question come up. If we knew of any good breweries in Milwaukee. I have not had the pleasure of being there.
No.
So I honestly can't say. Tornado hit Chicago and diverted us to Milwaukee. Yeah.
Jim should put that on the.
They're known as brewers, so you would think.
Yeah,
that's a good
sorry.
beer.
They can ask him on the craft beer community page.
But,
yeah, Jim, if you
Because he's in
can.
our beer group.
Yeah, so post that in the Rhode Island craft beer community, and say, hey, tell
Someone will
ask
answer.
everybody.
Ask around. for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's it's one of those things where, sorry, dude, you went through Tornado Alley basically. You were right in the thick of things. So
we have notes for like, okay, when we go here, we got to try this, we got to try that.
Yeah.
I don't have my notes with me right now,
I
but
don't know of anything in Milwaukee though. I mean, it's
Old school breweries.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that
I don't
from
even know
what's
what their
that
beef
show?
team-
Laverne and Shirley, where they
Laverne and
were in the
Yeah.
with the mitt. Yeah.
So
I mean, there's let's see, Lakefront Brewery.
a member of our staff has brought something over for us.
Yes.
Member of
So
your
we're looking
staff.
at what we got. We got Lakefront Brewing.
Leave
Why is this
leave
not-
it to Jamie to start Googling stuff right
Yeah.
away for
I
us.
imagine there's a lot of German breweries up there. There's a lot of German Polish.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
up that region. Yeah.
At least they used to be. I mean, I don't know what
I would
I'm
imagine that would be like a derivative for a lot of the beer. Maybe not. Maybe
So-
they're all IPAs.
Lakefront Brewery,
That's the one that pops up, I think. as the
2.8
highest.
thousand reviews. They got a 4.6. So if it's
Central
near
Waters
you,
Brewing, Eagle Park Brewing.
I'd say check it out.
James, go there.
464.
Listen to the doctor, James.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow,
And if he did you wrong, I'll give you his address and you can make his house come Halloween.
they got
With bad beers. Just throw bad beers at his house. Throw like Genesees on his front lawn. Natty Ites.
Eagle Park
Some
Brewing
steel
Company,
beer.
4.7 with 666
Steel
reviews.
Reserve.
Lakefront Brewing has got 2,800 reviews and it has a 4.6. So
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
that's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Good.
They named their team the Brewers, so you would think they have some
Well,
good
for a
breweries.
reason, right? Yeah.
I mean,
I
they
mean,
got a
you would
shit ton
think.
of beer out there.
I now I'm kind of curious because and
You wanna go to Milwaukee now?
I'm
Is that
sorry,
what we're
I don't
doing?
want to go to Milwaukee necessarily.
Really.
It might be a fine city. I'm not
I'm sure.
knocking anybody at all. I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there in Milwaukee. You're gonna have to look into that.
Maybe, yeah.
So
Maybe speaking of that, gentlemen, we are past the hour mark now at
we're
Indeed.
past time.
104. Anything we want to say to wrap this show up,
Let's
gentlemen?
wrap this wrestling.
I want to say thank you to Luann for
Thank
doing
you
everything
so
that
very
you
much.
guys do.
Thank you.
Promoting the craft beer scene. You know, it's
For
it's a lot.
joining us
It
this
takes a
evening.
lot of time up sometimes. You'd be surprised on how these things tend to eat up your waking moments. You know, so thank you
And-
for everything.
And
you
with
guys
such
are
a
doing.
small,
Thank you.
Rhode Island is such a small state with so many incredible breweries. It's like,
Oh yeah,
how do you decide where you're going to go? Are you going?
we
to,
do have the best beer.
Are
We
you going
do,
to Providence?
Oh, hell
Are you
yeah.
hands down.
Hell yeah.
going to South County? Like, where do you want to go today?
You know,
You know,
Right.
it's like there's
You can
no
go anywhere.
wrong place to go because you're
Right.
going to find something great.
yeah.
And it's like, okay, do I, like, take a dart, throw it at the map?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
you know, before we wrap too, guys, I you know, everybody that we've been involved with, that we go and try. We love you guys all.
Mhm.
I'm sorry if you haven't seen us in a little while.
Right.
It's hard to get to every single place that we love
Oh,
all
absolutely.
the time. You know, we've got some
Sure.
that are right down the street from us, and we haven't been there in a little bit because
I was just thinking about that.
we've been having to
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
try and check out and go to these other places. So if you haven't seen us in a little while, we are still alive, I promise you.
And we still love
we
you.
still love you. Yes. Oh, he did it. I wasn't doing it. He did it though.
I'm
How
doing it.
cute.
I don't care.
So, but anyway, you know, that's all. I just want to throw that out there because I feel bad, you know, when we can't get to everybody all the time.
Well, we also go there and you bring stuff home and you're like, okay, I've squirred away all these nuts. Now I got to go and drink all these cans because
Yeah.
That's what we have a beer fridge for, guys.
Anyway.
In closing,
And that's why
before,
we have beer shares.
before we wrap up, lady and gentlemen, Ed, I use that term loosely for you, but before we wrap up, if we could give like a starting, like not starting five because that's a lot, but your top three breweries here in Rhode Island that you would recommend that people would go to and drink their delicious beer. We'll go around the horn really quick. Ed, I'm going to start with you because you got that gummy look on your face. Go ahead, Ed.
top,
You
top
first.
three.
Oh,
Top three.
that hurts because I got love for everybody.
I know. So
I know, I do too.
Top three. I'm going to say
In Rhode Island.
Long
I'm
Live.
limiting myself.
Long Live, definitely.
Yeah.
I would say go to. Oh, you got to do this to me.
Okay, Ed.
Providence Brewing, because I honestly don't think they get enough love.
Underrated.
I think they are very underrated.
Different
And
shit.
if I had to say one more, I would say, and not because we know the brewer owner, but I would say Crafted Hope.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously, they're doing some amazing
All right,
beers.
So,
Okay.
so you're saying crafted,
Crafted.
line cider? So you said
Line cider? Who the fuck is Line
Crafted
Cider?
Crafted Hope,
Crafted Hope.
Long Live,
Mhm.
and what was the other one?
Providence Brewery.
Okay, so what's yours, buddy?
Buddy, of course, is going to go Long Live because that's always on my top five. But three, I'm going to go Tilted Barn Brewery because, and I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Buttonwoods because he has a nice variety of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And Morgan's a great guy, and he has a great
Morgan's
space.
a cool dude, and he's got some
Cool as
great
hell.
stuff he's always coming out with. Now,
For sure.
I forgot about Tilted.
Oh yeah.
Right? I get
Don't forget Tilted. Can't
But
forget
you know-
Tilted.
Buddy,
Thing
never
is,
forget.
You're giving us just 3 picks, and it's like,
It's
how do you
hard.
pick 3 out of 40?
Yeah.
I'm making
All
all the
right.
confession. I know we're still going over our time, but
Yep.
we need to take an immediate road trip because I haven't been to Tilted.
Oh, Edward. We need to take a road trip, but yeah, just a Rhode Island road trip.
Sorry.
Edward.
I
Jesus
love the
Christ.
beers.
Luann,
I love
please,
the
starting
beers.
three, Luann. Cut this guy off.
I
because
just
he
bought
has-
this guy.
Fuck this guy. Wait,
Some,
top three, Luann, please.
Top three.
Luann.
I'm with you. Tilted, Long Live, and Buttonwoods.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Cost
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrap this up.
Okay.
We've had like 10 minutes to think about it, dude.
Gotta throw
I-
Moniker in there too. Moniker
Okay,
never
so-
gets anything.
That's
I do.
the
No,
other
Moniker
thing.
Moniker
Moniker's
never
good.
gets any love, but they have got some outstanding
beers.
beers. So
Great idea.
I have to because you guys have picked your selections, and I waited to the last, so that
Mhm.
way I can pick up the
No,
ones.
no. This is no.
That's what I'm doing because I love
no.
all of them. I love all of them.
I know,
I
but this
can't.
This is yours though.
Right.
Not just going where we didn't go.
Right. But so because you guys gave love to those guys,
He's copping out.
I'm not copping out because I love all of them. But I gotta go with Vigilant.
All right, Vigilant's good.
Which one?
Because of the peanut butter and jelly sour, they've
All
got
right.
great nuts, all that stuff.
There we go.
You know, and then I have to go with Phantom
Girl.
Farms.
Wow.
Phantom Farms,
Right.
and
I'm surprised if you don't pick your girl, dude.
my girl.
I would pick her too, but I didn't. She's like number 4 out of a starting 5. Maybe she'd make the starting 5, but my girl would be.
Okay,
Hard.
it's so hard.
What you
but-
doing? What you doing? Banging the table. What you doing?
It's a bad question to wrap up on, huh?
Fine. Phantom Farms. I'm doing it. I'm locking it in. Phantom Farms,
Phantom Farms.
Vigilant, and I'm gonna go with Crooked Cart.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Give our girl some love.
I'm gonna
She's
go.
awesome. She does great things.
Even
I love
she's just slightly like edging out Smug for me.
Yeah.
Like
He edges out a lot of
girls.
5, you know, like they're, you know.
That's a very hard question to ask and to wrap
that's
up
so-
with because we could be here all night just talking about these.
We
questions.
asked the tough questions here on Three Dudes.
and
Brews Live.
you know,
We're not afraid to ask the tough questions.
Tower Hill,
And-
like
I know. There were another
Oh,
And
one.
don't
Hill's really
forget,
good.
Ravenous is closing.
what's that?
No.
What?
Ravenous is closing.
Oh, yeah, we
is-
knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we knew
they're
that.
selling. So yeah,
That's too bad. We're trying to get Costas to buy
Costas
Ravenous.
is gonna
so we
buy
can
the
create
place.
it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our own beers.
no, it's a lot of work. No,
Costas Fiscoscus Brewing. That's what it's gonna be called.
no.
Anyway,
It's called Good Night, buddy.
It's called Good Night, buddy. Beaver Lips McKenzie. For Luann Seppi graciously joining us on tonight's edition. For the Greek and the Dive. This is Buddy Dan. This has been Three Dudes Brews, the last call. Join us, not next week, but the week after, right? We're coming back in 2 weeks. Join me on Tuesday as I welcome John Marshall. I don't know what John Marshall does, but he does some ghosty shit. Tune in for all this great stuff from me, from Costas, from Ed, from beer in general. Have a good night, everybody, and drink good beer. Drink local. Screw Massachusetts. Have a good night, guys.
Cheers.